Before this new year truly begins, pause for a moment and ask yourself one honest question. How long will you continue putting yourself last while your own life waits quietly in the background? How many years will you carry the expectations of others while ignoring the voice inside you that keeps asking for more? If not now, then when? This year is not asking you to become louder, stronger, or busier. It is asking you to become responsible for yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a truthful way. The greatest discipline you can practice is not what you give to the world, but what you finally choose to give yourself. There comes a moment in life when silence feels heavier than noise. A moment when you realize that most of the weight you carry was never forced on you. It was accepted, allowed, repeated. And in that realization, something powerful begins to shift. Responsibility is born, and with responsibility comes freedom. Putting yourself first does not mean you stop caring about others. It means you stop abandoning yourself. It means you stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. It means you decide that your inner balance matters more than external approval. When you choose yourself with awareness, you reclaim control over your direction. Then many people grow up believing that self-priority is wrong. They are taught to give endlessly, to stay silent, to endure, to sacrifice without limits. Giving is meaningful, but giving without boundaries slowly erases you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot guide others while ignoring your own misalignment, and you cannot love deeply if you have disconnected from yourself. Brand, your greatest responsibility in this life is your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, and your choices. When these are neglected, everything else becomes unstable. Relationships feel heavy, work feels draining, life feels chaotic. Not because life is against you, but because your foundation has been ignored. When you return to yourself, everything changes. You breathe with intention, you move with awareness, you speak with clarity, you act with integrity. You are no longer reacting to life. You are participating in it. There will be people who misunderstand this change. Some will say you have changed. Some will say you are distant. Some will say you are selfish. But the truth is simple. You have become responsible. And those who benefited from your lack of boundaries may feel uncomfortable when you finally set them. Crow, a new chapter begins when you stop betraying your needs, when you stop silencing your feelings, when you walk forward without guilt for choosing peace over chaos. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. Being true discipline is not measured by how much pain you can tolerate. It is measured by what you refuse to tolerate any longer. Endurance without purpose is not strength. It is slow self-destruction. Real discipline is knowing when to walk away, when to say no, and when to protect your energy. Life will always test you, but the real question is how much unnecessary suffering you are still willing to accept. Every time you tolerate what goes against your inner truth, you weaken your connection to yourself. But the moment you stop tolerating what drains you, your clarity returns, your energy rises, and your strength becomes visible. Your energy is your most valuable currency, more valuable than time, more valuable than money. Everything you think, feel, and create requires energy. And once it is spent, it cannot be recovered in the same form. Most people are not tired because they work too hard. They are tired because they waste energy on things that do not matter. Guard your energy carefully. Every conversation either feeds you or drains you. Every habit either strengthens you or weakens you. Every environment either lifts you or pulls you down. When your energy is focused, your life becomes focused. When it is scattered, everything feels heavy. This year must also be the year you stop negotiating with your limitations. Your limits are not walls. They are agreements you keep renewing. Every excuse, every delay, every moment of doubt strengthens them. Growth is not complicated. It is uncomfortable. It asks you to choose discipline over comfort and clarity over fear. Silence is where real clarity is born. Most people avoid silence because it reveals what they have been avoiding. But silence is not punishment. It is preparation. It is where you hear your intuition clearly, where patterns become visible, where truth rises without distraction. Your environment shapes your future. The people around you influence how you think, what you tolerate, and how far you believe you can go. Choose people who elevate your standards, not soothe your excuses. You do not need a crowd, you need alignment. Learning to say no is learning to say yes to yourself. No is not rejection, it is protection. Every no strengthens your boundaries and sharpens your focus. The strength of your yes is measured by the courage of your no. Comperseverance. If you do not lead your own life, the world will lead it for you. Leadership begins with ownership. Ownership of your choices, your habits, your energy. When you lead yourself, your life stops reacting and starts aligning. Your body reflects your mind. A disciplined mind needs a strong body, and a strong body needs a clear mind. Small daily practices build powerful foundations. Consistency matters more than intensity. Your past does not need healing. It needs understanding. Every mistake was a lesson. Every loss was a teacher. When you understand your past, it loses its power over your future. Move forward with clarity, not speed. Speed without direction leads to chaos. Clarity creates results. That last piece is not something you find. It is something you train, a skill built through awareness, patience, and presence. Success is not an accident. It is built quietly through daily priorities. Small choices repeated consistently shape extraordinary outcomes. What you do every day matters more than what you do once. Now listen carefully. This year is not asking you to become someone new. It is asking you to finally become who you already are. To stop delaying your growth, to stop doubting your worth, to stop waiting for permission. Choose yourself with intention, protect your energy, lead your life, train your mind, strengthen your body, honor your boundaries, and walk forward with clarity. If this message resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Reflect on it, apply it, share it with someone who needs it. Stay connected, stay disciplined, and stay true to your path. I wish you clarity in your decisions, strength in your discipline, peace in your mind, and courage in your actions. May this year bring growth, alignment, and purpose into your life. Your journey begins now. And as you step into this journey, understand something deeply. Change does not arrive all at once. It comes quietly. It comes in the small moments when no one is watching. It comes when you choose discipline over distraction, truth over comfort, and growth over excuses. These moments may seem small, but they shape the direction of your entire life. There will be days when motivation feels distant, days when your mind feels heavy and your body feels tired. Do not mistake these moments as failure. They are part of the process. Growth is not a straight line. It moves in waves. What matters is not how inspired you feel, but how committed you remain. Jen, you must learn to keep moving even when progress feels slow, even when results are invisible, even when doubt whispers that nothing is changing, because beneath the surface, something is always shifting. Roots grow before the tree rises. Strength builds before it shows. Discipline forms long before success appears. Ben, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is built through action, not thought. Confidence is earned through repetition, not imagination. Every time you take a small step forward, you train your mind to trust you. And self-trust is the foundation of every powerful life. You are not here to live on autopilot. You are not here to repeat yesterday endlessly. You are here to evolve, to refine yourself, to become sharper, calmer, wiser, and stronger with each passing year. But evolution demands honesty. You must be willing to see yourself clearly, without excuses and without self-hate. Bance, Forgive yourself for the time you didn't know better. Forgive yourself for the delays, the fear, the hesitation. You were doing the best you could with the awareness you had, but now you know more. And knowing more means choosing better. Discipline is not about punishment. It is about respect. Respect for your time. Respect for your energy. Respect for your potential. When you respect yourself, your actions change naturally. You stop chasing what drains you. You stop explaining yourself to people who do not listen. You stop settling for less than what aligns with your values. Your mind will try to pull you back to familiar patterns. Comfort is persuasive. It feels safe. But comfort is also where growth slows down. If you want a different life, you must be willing to feel uncomfortable for a while. Not reckless discomfort, but intentional discomfort, the kind that stretches you without breaking you. Learn to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. Learn to observe your thoughts instead of believing every one of them. Learn to pause before reacting. These small skills create massive inner strength over time. You do not need to prove yourself to the world. You only need to stay consistent with your own standards. Let your actions speak quietly. Your self-progress be your response. Let your progress be your response. Let your peace be your success. Some days you will feel powerful. Other days you will feel uncertain. Both are normal. What matters is that you do not quit on yourself during the uncertain days. Those are the moments that define your character. Remember this clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are learning. You are building. You are becoming. Comparison steals joy and clarity. Focus on your path. Walk it with patience. Protect your mornings. How you start your day shapes how you experience it. Begin with intention, not noise. Begin with presence, not pressure. Even a few quiet minutes can reset your entire mindset. Protect your nights. Reflect instead of scrolling endlessly. Learn instead of numbing yourself. Rest with purpose. Recovery is not weakness. It is preparation. Your life is not meant to feel constantly rushed. Slow down enough to notice what matters. Speed does not equal success. Awareness does. You will outgrow people. This is not betrayal. It is evolution. Bless them silently and keep moving. Not everyone is meant to walk every stage with you. Trust the process even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust yourself enough to continue. Trust that consistency will eventually meet. And now as you hear these words, do not let them remain just words. Choose one thing, one habit, one boundary, one decision, and start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, close this chapter of hesitation. Step into responsibility, step into clarity, step into discipline, step into peace. And if this message added value to your life, carry it forward, apply it, share it, live it. I wish you strength when things feel heavy, clarity when decisions feel confusing, patience when progress feels slow, and courage when fear appears. May this year bring you alignment, growth, and inner peace. May you become someone you respect when you look in the mirror. And may you never again abandon yourself for the comfort of others. Your journey continues now.